Hello, my name is Derek, and today I will be explaining why the movie Bhulaiyaa would be an interesting choice for a religions and films course. Now, in India, religion isn't just a simple belief and worship of a vast number of gods, but instead, it encourages an entire lifestyle circulating around those beliefs. Its history and ideas are widely celebrated by its people. Because of this, the way that religion is conveyed in Bollywood films has a massive impact on the viewership in India. Within our religions and films in Bollywood course, we delved into the importance of the representation and portrayal of religion within a majority of Bollywood productions. We were shown multiple impactful movies, such as PK, My Name is Khan, etc. Now, in a class that similarly teaches religion and film, I believe that the movie Bhulaiyaa would be a perfect addition to the course, since it perfectly presents an interesting mix of horror and comedy, along with a few aspects of Hinduism that make the movie an intriguing choice. Now, to begin with, the movie is actually based on a real-life place in Morali, Delhi, which the movie is named after. The Bhulaiyaa is located on the inside of the Bara Imambara, a place of worship for the Shia Muslims. They gather at the Imambara for various ceremonies, such as the Muharram. Now, within the interior of the building is a tricky labyrinth that was made mainly to confuse intruders if they ever attempted to attack the devotees during their time of prayer. There are over 1,000 doors present, and over half of the doors act as dummy doors, meaning that they don't actually work or lead anywhere. This was to confuse anybody that tried to enter. Now, because of this labyrinth, it was properly named Bhulaiyaa, which is the Hindu translation for maze. However, there are rumors that the place is haunted and infested by ghosts. This is where the movie representation of the maze comes into place. Now, at the beginning of the movie, a Brahmin family resides at an ancestral palace by the name of Rajasthan, where it is believed to be haunted by the ghost of Manjalika, a classical dancer who was kidnapped by the king for marital purposes. She fell in love with a fellow dancer named Shashidhar. Vibhuti, the ruler of the kingdom, is in love with her. When he discovers the affair between the dancers, he beheads Shashidhar and locks Manjalika in her room. On their day of their marriage, she killed herself and swore her soul would remain in the palace as long as there was a king residing there. The king later dies under unknown circumstances, but the legend leads people to assume that Manjalika is responsible for his death. Both her and Shashidhar's spirits were locked in a room on the third floor of the palace using a sacred talisman. Now, within Hinduism, ghosts are commonly believed to be true and allegedly roam around many haunted places, such as cremation grounds, forests, and mansions. Various concepts of ghosts exist within the vast roots of Hindu mythology, and they have influenced the minds of its believers across entire generations. Hindus believe in the cycle of death and reincarnation that can ultimately lead to the spiritual resurrection of oneself. This leads us up to our current point in the movie, where the family that currently resides in the mansion begins to undergo strange ghostly attacks. The interesting part about this film is that it attempts to establish a clear borderline between the idea of mental illness and religious spirituality. Now, during the movie, an Acharya, which is a sacred Hindu priest, is called over to the house because of the multiple strange occurrences that began to take place after Avni, one of the characters, unlocks a forbidden room that contained the ghost of Manjalika. Aditya, the priest, eventually unveils that Avni is the real culprit of all the mysterious occurrences within the house. They attempted to cleanse the spirit away through religious means. However, it is argued that this was all done based on their superstition within their religion. It is later revealed that Avni has dissociative identity disorder, which affects her identity into thinking she is someone else. Now, this is accompanied by large memory gaps, which beyond what would be explained by ordinary forgetfulness. In this case, Avni supposedly has the spirit of Manjalika within her, when in reality, her mental disorder is taking over with another personality. But because of the superstitions, Aditya instantly diagnosed the problem by just reading the family's horoscope, and yet the family was convinced that the diagnosis was true and wished to cleanse the evil spirits right away. Now, this movie brings an interesting point about where to draw the line under the consideration of religion versus science. It's easy to argue that both are capable of providing reasoning for unnatural circumstances, but it's to question whether or not the belief in the wrong idea could cause harm in a situation such as the movie Bhulaiyaa. Because of this, I believe that the movie would be a good incorporation to the teachings of a religion and films class, not only due to its religious incorporations, but also due to its ability to mix horror, comedy, and religion into an enticing plotline for its audience to watch. Thank you.